This has got to be the strangest thing I've ever done with a smartwatch. Today we're talking about an application called WowMouse. And what this thing does is it turns your smartwatch, it's not compatible with all smartwatches, but it is very recently now compatible with the Pixel Watch 2. It turns your smartwatch into a Bluetooth mouse for pretty much any device that can receive a Bluetooth mouse. I saw this and I thought this is absolutely something I have got to try. I'm going to put a link to this app in the description down below. You'll go there on your phone and you can install it directly to your Wear OS watch from there. Of course, this is a Wear OS thing only. And the setup was extremely simple. You follow the instructions. It gives you 1, 2, 3. The second instruction, you click on a little link to make your watch visible via Bluetooth. You pair it to your device and it just sort of starts working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how well it actually works. So in order to get it active again, all I've got to do on my watch is actually just launch WowMouse again, and it should now be working. Now I do wear my watch on my left hand, which does mean I'm a little bit less fluent with it, right? So I typically mouse with my right hand, so I'm mousing with my left hand here. We are now connected, and as you can see here, let me kind of back up a little bit so that you can see my arm. If I move my arm up and down, there's my mouse going up and down, right and left. There's the mouse going right and left. And if I want to actually click on something, you do so by actually pinching your index finger and your thumb together. You can actually see here on the watch that it lights up whenever it detects that. And it's pretty sensitive. It's pretty capable of doing that. And you can scroll using the crown of your watch, which is also pretty cool. So we're going to click on Google Cloud down here just because it's something that's there. As you can see, that worked just fine. Let's scroll down again. And now we're going to click on Google Gemini, and that's going to work just fine as well. You can also right click by apparently turning your hand over and clicking with your palm. I have had some difficulty getting that to work. You kind of want to make sure it's a fairly sudden thing, and once you kind of get the hang of it, it seems like it works pretty decently. But again, finger and thumb pinch to left click, palm to right click. I don't honestly know how it's detecting the difference between these two things, because let's see if can I palm click down? No, a palm click down is actually acting as a left click. So it's actually picking up that you've turned it upside down, and that's how it's registering that it is a right click. That is interesting. So you also have the ability to toggle the mouse off if you're going to be doing something. Let me actually just show you some of the settings directly on the watch. So as you can see right now, the mouse is turned off. That does turn it back on. Whenever I launched the app, I clicked on the little computer icon and then I selected the computer that I was actually using and it connected to it. But you do have some settings here. So left hand or right hand. You also can customize the gestures. So that tap action that I was talking about, you can make it different things, and then the palm up tap action, you can make that different things as well. You can change the sensitivity, which I don't think I'm going to want to do. I did turn smoothing on that first click, and that did seem like that made it work a little bit better. You can also do surface taps. So you're actually going to be tapping on the table or something like that. So there's a decent amount of configuration and customization here. Show intro. So this is the little intro bit I was talking about. Open Bluetooth settings in the device. Make this device discoverable, which literally just pops up and does that. You pair it and you're off and running. Really simple. And then it shows you some basic instructions on how to use it, which I've already kind of explained here. So after messing around with this for a little while, I was like, this is pretty cool, but I'm not exactly sure like how I would ever use this. And then it occurred to me, there's a really good potential use case for this. Maybe you have a set of like AR glasses like these guys here, and you have connected a Samsung phone to it, which runs Samsung DeX. Well, pair this thing to your Samsung device as the mouse, and you can kind of just sit here with your AR glasses on, your phone or your Samsung device is just sitting there, and you're mousing around in free space like that. You don't have to have like a mouse and a keyboard sitting on your lap or a table. You can just kind of be here mousing around and doing whatever you want, which I think is a potentially fairly interesting way to go about this. So I can't really demo the AR thing because it would be just kind of difficult to do, but here's my Pixel Fold, and we're going to go back into WowMouse, and we're going to go into this little devices section, and we're going to tell it to disconnect to the Pixel Fold, and we're going to turn the mouse on. And as you can see here, I am now controlling a cursor on the screen of my Pixel Fold. And let's go ahead and we'll jump into, we'll just go into the weather widget here, and that's going to work just fine. Can I scroll? I absolutely can. It's a little bit jittery for some reason on my Pixel Fold, and of course, you know, gesture navigations and things like that going to be a little bit difficult to use. So you would definitely want to have like 3-button navigation or something like that going. Now, I also tried to make it discoverable and then pair it to my Z Fold 4 while it was still connected to my Pixel Watch, and it did pair, and the mouse worked for a second. But then my Z Fold 4 started acting really weird, like the cover display was on even when it was open until I disconnected it. It was just acting very, very strange. So your mileage may vary when it comes to using this with your primary phone and then connected to another phone. I'm not exactly sure what was going on there, but again, it's a free app, so you can check it out and try it. It definitely worked great on my computer, worked less great on my phone in particular because of the jitteriness and because of the fact that I don't have 3-button navigation turned on, so gestures are going to be really hard, if not impossible to use. But on your computer, that's going to definitely work just fine. So try it out. Let me know how it worked for you, and then kind of tell me what kind of use cases you came up with for it. I think that would be very, very interesting to see. Like I said, link in the description down below. Go check it out and tell me what you think, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more content like this, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.